Hi, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about triggers. Triggers. You are on a weight loss journey. I don't want to say a program because a program is usually, one of those canned things that you purchase for a lot of money and then you only discover after a certain time that there's too much restriction there, or I don't really like to do this anymore. I'm not dropping the weight fast enough, or whatever. So, if you have been watching any of my videos before, I am very much in becoming aware of the language that you're using, the situations that you are in. Meaning simply awareness of yourself, observe yourself. I do that. I don't do that 24 hours a day. Excuse me, I have other stuff to do. But when I feel not happy, when I feel ornery, when I feel antsy or what, I go like, okay, what the hell is going on? And I just reflect back half a day, a couple of hours, an hour, 10 minutes, or whatever it is that created that emotional experience for me. And I go like, oh, okay. Like I can work in my office, sit in my computer, and I can do that only for so long. I'm still studying. I mean, apart from the fact that I'm a therapist, I'm also a student because I like to learn as much as I can to serve my clients better. But so sometimes I have these trainings which stretch out for 4 hours and I go like, okay. I got to do something else now. And usually it's walking around the house, and better still is when I have to do shopping, when I'm running out of food. I go like, yay, there's my distraction. There is my different thing. So what I'm trying to show you is where are your triggers that cause you to attack the cookies, the donuts, the chocolate, the whatever. What is going on inside of you? Become aware of your emotions. Most important, just take a brief moment and go like, what's going on here? Just close yourself off for a moment to anything outside yourself, and just when you have a feeling that you're going, or when you feel this urge to rush to the refrigerator and get the tub of chocolate ice cream or whatever it is, your favorite flavor, or dive into the cookie jar, or I don't know what you do when you start to binge. I mean, there is 100 different ways, if not 1,000 different ways. Attack the Twinkies or whatever. Observe yourself. Just go back for a moment and look at what's been going on in the last hour, last day. And because binging is not something that you build up over weeks on end and go like, okay, this has been a horrible week, now I need to binge. No. If you're a binge eater and you're overweight, you do that on a regular basis throughout the day, usually. So what are your triggers? Because you have built yourself up to a certain level, and there is a couple of triggers, and when those triggers come into play, you hit whatever you need to hit. You have built up already that plateau from normal living, normal eating 2 to 3 times a day. You're already eating that 3 times a day, but you're probably eating 3 times, 5 times, 6 times in between, after, etc., etc., etc. And when you do eat in between or after dinner, then it's just binging until you just really feel like a bloated balloon. So observe yourself. What are your emotions? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? And as I've said before, and I keep saying it, first of all, listen to your language. What are you saying? Are you beating the crap out of yourself? I'm never good at anything. I'm never going to amount to anything. I did this stupid thing and my boss didn't like it and I hate my boss. And anger, 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 anger. It's a whole different subject we can discuss that makes you fat, because anger, oh, that is an emotion that you need to suppress down with food. So observe yourself. What's taking place? What's taking place? Just pause for a moment. Get in tune with yourself. You know, the most important relationship is not with your mother, your father, your spouse, your boyfriend, your children. The most important relationship that you can have in this entire lifetime is with yourself. Because if you do not have a good, loving relationship with yourself, you can never have a good, loving relationship with your surroundings, whoever that may be. Family, relatives, friends. You can't. Bosses, you cannot. If you are not madly in love with yourself, and that is a process, trust me, I wasn't born that way. Yeah, I was born that way and I was knocked out of me. And then many years later, I just got back into it. Loving myself, falling in love with myself, having a fabulous relationship with myself. If I can do it, you can do it. I am no different. Just do it. Just know that it's so important. So what is your, what's going in your mind? What is going on? What are you thinking? What am I thinking? Acronym, WAIT, W-A-I-T. Write it down, write it on the wall, write it on your agenda, your mirror in the car, whatever. WAIT. What am I thinking? Because what you are thinking most likely is a trigger for starting to run down the refrigerator, the kitchen, or whatever. Domino's pizza, or picking up the phone and order a pizza because it's raining or snowing, or you don't feel like walking to the corner of the street, which would do you good, by the way, but that's a different subject. So what conversation is going on in your mind? What's the trigger? What makes you feel, let's face the fact, pissed off with your life, with anything in your life? Because that's what it's all about. I mean, the only reason that you binge, that you attack the food, that you stuff your face, is because you're angry. Because for any of you who have fallen in love, madly fallen in love, you're not hungry when you fall in love. You don't need that. You're so filled up with love for the other person, you think, but it's not really. It's love for yourself, but the other person allows you to have that love for yourself, and you feel that you have that permission to love yourself. So what's the anger? What is the frustration is another word for anger. What's the anger? What is the frustration? Observe yourself. What's taken place? What has been building up? Write it down. Get a piece of paper. Go to the dollar store. Get a ring binder. Whatever. Spiral bound. Just start writing it down. Keep some sort of a journal. This is what happened. This is what I feel. And this is what I couldn't control. I had to do, I had to eat my way through a gallon of vanilla ice cream. You name it, just write it down. Or I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just so mad and I just went to the refrigerator or the freezer or whatever, or went out or called in for pizza or whatever. Write it down. Because once you write it down and see it, you own it. It's yours. You have to face it. It's yours. And once you know it's yours, you can change it. Before that, you can't. It's all just a bit there, wherever. It's somewhere there. But it's not really in your face. And you have to come to terms with yourself. If you want to be slim, slender, If you want to lose weight, massively lose weight, get healthy, fall in love with you with your sexy, slim, confident body, your attractive body, your healthy body, you need to know what's going on. Honest to Pete, you need to, because when you write it down, you recognize your triggers. What are your triggers? What triggers you to binge eat? And then are you beating yourself up? Or are you feeling guilty after that? That's a good one. Or you feel ashamed that you did it? That you still are not in control of this situation? Own it, own it, own it. Write it down. Own it, own it, own it. Face it. And then you can start to make changes. Once you know the triggers, you can start to make changes. And I know it's not easy. And if you want help, call me, direct message me, let's talk. Unless you want to stay fat for the rest of your life, unhealthy, bent out of shape, that's all up to you. I'm here to help you. I mean, how many of those diet programs have you done, and how much money have you wasted on them? Truly wasted on them. So anyway, the choice is yours. Remember, write it down, pinpoint where the triggers are. You know it. The disclaimer, everything I serve to you is based on the fabulous training that I get from my mentors, and I blend it together and I put my sauce over it. That's what I serve. If you like it, click the like button, click the subscribe button. If you have not done that yet, pass it on to somebody who you feel may benefit from my content. And if you don't like it, that's okay as well. I continue tomorrow. Thanks for watching.